Well, now it's time for our weekly visit to Federated Farmers HQ, and we've got Fed's President Don Nicolson on the line. G'day, Don. So what's Federated Farmers' stance on the emissions trading scheme?
We've always been very concerned that New Zealand has put agriculture into the mix to try and meet some Kyoto Protocol targets. So the current version of the ETS still doesn't meet our requirements because food production and agriculture are still in there. We're suggesting that without major amendments, major review, New Zealand should not proceed down the ETS course with agriculture in because of the effect to our economy, the effect to our standard of living, and in light of the new international sentiment towards meeting Kyoto targets and the international financial insecurity.
What are the consequences for the agricultural sector if farm animal emissions are included in the ETS?
Well, the emissions trading scheme as it's written today means that effectively over time, pastoral farming as we know it will remove itself from the landscape of New Zealand. The only way for New Zealand to meet its targets under the Kyoto agreements, under the current ETS, is to slowly over time reduce production by taking stock numbers out of New Zealand.
Well, I'm sure you noted with interest last week, Don, that Denmark ditched its proposed tax on farm animal emissions. Do you think New Zealand should be looking to head down the same path?
Well, that's an our submission. We've said that we should have agriculture and food production taken out of any future hybrid ETS that New Zealand may wish to have within its shores. We're saying that, as I said earlier, we can't meet the targets without reducing production. That just transitions production to somewhere else in the world that may be less efficient than New Zealand in developing its food source.
So what does Federated Farmers hope will be contained in the ETS Review Select Committee report, which is due out next month?
Well, firstly, we hope that agriculture will be removed from any future hybrid ETS. We're saying the government should investigate more options at mitigation, like extensive planting of crops like trees. We're saying maybe they might just buy cheap Kyoto compliant units. We're saying they could even consider doing what Canada's done, which is just say we can't meet the targets and move on. But one thing we do know is that the government signed Kyoto, and we do have a commitment to meet at our cost of Kyoto 1, the commitment period 1, and the government should take some more of the liability for that than they're currently doing.
Well, thanks very much, Don. That was Federated Farmers President Don Nicolson.